Hi folks, hope everybody's okay today. Just a quick video really to advertise a Google Hangout coming on Sunday, the 5th of October, which I'll tell you a bit more in a minute. I just want to thank folk who've sent me happy birthday wishes. I really appreciate that. And I want to also say um, that I did have a really nice birthday. My brother took me and my mother out and some of my family, and we had a good time. We went to a meal in the countryside, and then in the evening, where we had the meal, there was a karaoke, and for the first time in my life, I sang karaoke. I sang Twist and Shout. Up. I turned into an entertainer for a few minutes, and my family were quite amazed to see me be able to entertain people. And anyway, it was a good time. So thanks for your best wishes for my birthday. Much appreciated. I also want to ask for prayer and your support for the mission and evangelism that's going on at the moment. Last week, we went to Chester, and we went to Leeds, and we went to Southport. And we were able to talk to a number of people, share the gospel, and we had a really good time. And we've been all over the place recently. We've trying to get to as many places as we can. We have plans to go to um, London. We got plans to go to Birmingham, and towns and cities in the UK. And we even got thoughts and prayers about going to Sweden. So if you could pray about the mission that we're doing, and also if you could pray about perhaps joining us, getting involved if you're interested in evangelism. We're basically evangelical, and if you're evangelical, you're willing to join, you're welcome to join us. But we need your support. We do need your prayers. We need your support in tracts. If you've got tracts to provide, Bibles to provide, even to support us in the petrol. The petrol costs a lot of money, and if you wanted to help us in that way, that would be very helpful. We could get to more cities, more towns. Um, if you're interested in supporting us in any way, um, my Skype is on this channel. Just Skype, and we can connect, and um, we value your support in any way, any encouragement. We're reaching thousands of people with the gospel, and but it needs your help, support, and otherwise we can't expand. And we're expanding quite a lot at the moment, visiting a lot of towns, a lot of people. So we need your help. We need your support. Um, yeah. So I just wanted to get onto the Google Hangout. We'll be doing a Google Hangout this Sunday coming on the 5th of October. It'll be at 10 p.m. English time. I'll be sending personal invites out. I have put the key people that I want on the Google Hangout on acquaintances. A number of these people are friends, people I know well, and that those people who are on acquaintances will be given a special invite. So there's about 30 people on there. So people like Ozzy, John McDropout, Christopher Mouty, Arcane, and other people like that I know or that I think will add to this conversation. So if you're on the acquaintances, you're in the elite group, you'll be invited. And there's quite a lot of heavy hitters in the acquaintances section. And so if some of them did decide to come on, it would be an interesting discussion. I'll also send some invitations out via Skype. And if you specifically want to come on the show, then just let me know and I'll reserve a place for you if I feel you can add something to the conversation. So what we're going to do, we're on the 5th of October, on Sunday at 10 p.m. We're looking at the triumph of presuppositionalism. Now, I don't want it to be a caricature. I want it to be an in-depth discussion. I really, really do. I want it to be a dialogue. I want the presuppositionalist, if they come, and the atheist to be sincerely dialoguing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give a 15-minute talk, and I'm going to critique people like Ozzy, Gary Edwards, the more populist responses to presuppositionalism. I'm going to critique them, but I'm also going to critique the more sophisticated academic atheists that have written on presupposition. And then I'm also going to critique the presuppositionalist, such as Dustin Seeger, Arcane, Seitan Brugengate, and the more academic ones, such as John Frame and people like that. So within 15 minutes, I'm just going to give a quick critique of what I think has been achieved by presuppositionalism, what I think, how it relates to atheism, and I'm going to critique all these various people. It's going to be a positive critique, and it's going to be a fair critique. And then I invite everybody to just come on and enter into a dialogue with my 15-minute talk and discussion. And that's what I hope to achieve. I hope that what this achieves is that we get really in depth on this topic. And really, it'll be on the 5th of October. It'll be on a Sunday evening. It'll be at 10 p.m. English time. And I'll be sending invitations out. And I'll also be giving the Skype. Now, if there are people who somehow get on the show that I don't want on the show, you'll be taken off. And it's a simple, not having any atheists try to sabotage the Google Hangouts. Most Google Hangouts that I've done, the atheists have sabotaged it by swamping the Google Hangout after the discussion that I've had, and thereby spoiling it because they're just not dealing with the arguments that I do. They're just attacking me personally. So I've really enjoyed it last week or the other week when I talked to Christopher Mouty, Dropout, and I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed the conversation immensely with them because they were sincerely engaging with the discussion. I enjoyed the conversation with the global atheist. Was very disappointed at the end that he allowed a whole bunch of atheists to come on and just character assassinate me. Very disappointed in that. But him personally, I enjoyed talking to him. I enjoyed talking on Rand Campbell's show, who's a Christian, and debating with some atheists there. But again, disappointed that atheist, Christian who atheist, an atheist, a Christian, who, an atheist who says they're a Christian but was actually an atheist, really, came on and spoiled it by getting involved in personal attacks rather than actually argumentation. So what I'm saying, I have a record of talking to people and having good discussions, but they've been virtually spoiled, most of them, by atheists coming on and attacking me personally rather than actually engaging in the arguments. So it's very rare that I get an opportunity to have a good conversation with atheists. And I hope that the conversation that I had with Christopher Mouty and John McDropout, that kind of conversation will continue. So I'm just warning people beforehand, if you come on the show and you're a person that I feel that you're going to attack me personally, you'll be just kicked off the show. Those who are allowed on the show are people I believe can be trusted with just dialoguing. And I really want this to be an opportunity to be open and honest. And so I'm asking the atheist community to really come and be open and honest. And I'm to come on and be open and honest and have an open-hearted dialogue and discussion with Jabo. And So that's what I'm hoping for. So I think this, if you do come on this show, it's going to be very, very challenging for you. Whether you're a presuppositionalist or whether you are an atheist, if you do come on this show, it's going to be very, very challenging. We're not going to get into the cliches. We're not going to get into the thing. I'm going to be stretching us and pushing us to think even harder and deeper than where we thought about this topic. Okay. And I'm also coming to dialogue. I'm coming to learn from the presuppositionalist. I'm coming to learn from the atheist. This is a dialogue as well. It's not just about a crushing debate to destroy the atheist. This is a dialogue. And you do not come, I repeat, do not come to this Google Hangout if you're not willing to dialogue. And to dialogue means that you're willing, sincerely and honestly, to be challenged. If you're not willing to be challenged, if you're not willing to admit that you might be wrong, that you could be wrong, that you haven't got it sussed, if you're not willing to at least hear what the other person's saying, to hear their strengths and their weaknesses, if you're not willing to do that, then don't come on this Google Hangout, because this Google Hangout is going to go really deep into this topic. We're going to look at the biblical foundation for presuppositionalism. We're going to look at the strengths and weaknesses of various characters who are presuppositionalists. We're going to be looking at the strengths and weaknesses of the opponents of presuppositionalism on YouTube and then in the academic world. We're not going to be getting into any cliches. So be warned. Be warned. This is going to be a very, very tough, very, very difficult Google Hangout to come into. I really wish Ozzy would come in. I wish Hogtie Champ would come in. I wish Matthew Steele would come in. I wish Gary Edwards would come in to this Google Hangout. I wish Matt Delunte would come into this Google Hangout. And I wish some of the more the atheists that really want to do think and are willing to be open to be critiqued and dialogue would come in. And I wish that Saitem Brugengate and Dustin Seegers, Matthew 4:19 and Bible Thumping Wingnut and Jason Peterson, that they would come in, and I'd wish that we'd have a fantastic, brilliant, open, honest dialogue. But we can all wish. If I get one or two people coming, I'll be happy. If I can get John McDropout and Christopher Mouty again, that would be awesome. They're awesome guys. But if we could get some more people and really get to grips with these topics. So I'll be taking us from where we've gone. I'll be looking at some of the key debates and discussions and making notes and giving a critique. So we'll be moving on from what we've already done on the internet from atheists and Christians on this topic, and we'll be pushing the situation forward, hopefully. So if you want to come, it's Sunday, 5th of September, 5th of October. It's at 10 p.m. and it's tea and biscuits with J-Bo. So God bless you, and hope you enjoy the show on Sunday evening at 10 p.m. All right, take care and God bless.